Hello and welcome to MCC Third Season TV International Show. My name is John DeBeat and I'm the Business Department Coordinator and also I'm the host for this show. Before I start today's show, I would like just to give some sort of feedback about last show. Last show we had the experience of the trip to Jordan, Amman, Jordan. And since we had this show, I received a lot of feedbacks and a lot of supportive feedbacks, which I was really surprised to get all these supports again, and all the comments and the questions, and how much people like really to watch that show and to hear our students' story being away from home in Amman, Jordan, experiencing, again, a new culture, new tradition, new experience, a new educational setting, and so on. So many thanks, again, many thanks to each one of you who send me comments, questions, talk to me here around, or even in Muscatine. You know, sometimes I go to Walmart, sometimes I'm at Hy-Vee, and people will stop me and start talking to me about the show. So many thanks for all of you for watching the show. And as I always say, the main objective of this show is to have it as a great educational experience for each one of us who lives here in Muscatine and abroad and all over the country. With me today is what I call one of my favorite students. And the reason why I brought him on this show, because I want him really to share his story with you, with our audience, with everybody. Because I think he's an exceptional student in a sense that he put together a business. And he became very successful, as a matter of fact, doing that. And for that reason, I would like, again, to share his story with everybody. And of course, talk about what he's doing, what kind of business he has, kind of dealing, where he deals, with what countries, what kind of people, what organizations, businesses, and so on. So with me today, Josh Wheaton. So Josh, good morning and welcome to this show.
Good morning.
Yeah, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. It's good to have you here, and it's good to share your story with everybody and our audience. So I would like to start, Josh, by asking you to introduce yourself, please.
Well, my name is Josh Wheaton. I'm currently a student here at MCC, and I am going to school for marketing and finance. I plan to double major in those fields. I work at Hy-Vee as a cashier in the garden center, and
That's
yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
good. I mean, that is fine. Josh, tell me, what kind of classes are you taking now?
Right now I'm taking classes to further my education here at MCC, such as principles of marketing, principles of management, microeconomics with John, and I'm also taking, let's see, global world issues.
Good,
So, yeah.
good. And that's very important,
yes,
especially with what we're going to talk about in a little bit about your business and how you are also dealing in the international market and so on. Okay, Josh, what do you do for fun?
For
Do you
fun?
have time for fun?
Yes, sometimes. I mean, occasionally. But for fun, I would say that I hang out with my girlfriend quite a bit, Emily Summers. I also like to look into trading stocks, options, and equities like that. And I enjoy playing guitar, listening to music.
Wow, I'm learning something new about you.
Yep, I play piano as well sometimes. So,
Wow,
yeah.
Those great people always play musical instruments, right?
I guess so.
Yeah, well, that's good. So, your plans after MCC, any idea where are you going or?
Well, I'm not exactly sure where I want to go yet. I'm just kind of letting myself take myself as I go, but I plan to double major in marketing and finance, maybe someday run my own business. Well, I am running a business now, but I plan to grow that business into something greater.
Yeah, and what I want to do next, let's talk a little bit about, first of all, the Entrepreneurship Day that we had and we sponsor as the business department, the Muscatine Chamber of Commerce, and the Muscatine History and Industry Center, and things like that. Can you tell us something about that day? How did you, I mean, did you enjoy it? Can you share some information with our audience about that day, about the speakers, about the event itself, and things like that, please?
Yeah, actually, when you had brought the day up in class where you mentioned the opportunity, I thought, well, I can't pass this up, and so I got the ticket from you. I went to the day, and it really fueled the fire for like some of the like opportunities that I've been like provided with recently, and it's really got me going and really wanted me to further my business. And the day consisted of listening to people's experiences with business, and it really gave me that edge to reach for my dreams more. So
that's good.
Yep.
I'm glad that this is like definitely the intention, or that was, let's say, the intention behind the whole event,
yep.
is to light a spark in everyone's, especially our students, again, to take them into next step, to get them to be hopefully more innovative, and to make them definitely different than other students or other business students, let's say, in a different community colleges. And I'm very proud to say that our business department, we have been doing this, and we are doing this, and we are providing our students with that extra niche that makes them definitely different than other business students from any other place.
And that's exactly what it did, John. It really got me going, and since then I've had a lot of opportunities presented to me, so it's a great opportunity to go to that day, and it really helped.
And for sure, we're going to talk about those opportunities
Right,
at some point today. Well, I would like to start by asking you to tell us the story, please. Because people, you know, I know what we are talking about, but our audience don't. So if you just share the story with us, please.
Well, my senior year of high school, I just started getting this edge. I really wanted to make something and create something, so I got this fire in me. And at the time, I was fixing Xbox 360s for people around the school and just like around the community. And then I thought, well, eventually I'm going to run out of people's Xboxes to fix. So I was thinking, how could I reach out to people all around the world and fix their Xbox as well? So it just came across one day. I was in a Barnes & Noble, and I found this book called Creating Android Applications. So I was like, well, I don't know much about programming or anything like that, but I bought the book anyway, and I started looking into it all. I tried programming, found out it was way too tedious, and I didn't have enough time for that. So what I did was I just started drawing out this design for an app for the Android, and I eventually talked to a man who used or found work on Elance, Mike Fladlin. He also developed his own app, and he found a programmer on Elance, which is a freelance site, and basically I paid a man in Bangladesh, and he programmed the app for me, and I published it to the Android market, and now it's an app that fixes Xbox, or that it's a guide that tells how to fix Xbox 360s, and it's on the market. So
wow. And it's under your name?
Yeah, under Wheaton Solutions.
Oh,
that's what
my
I like
God,
to go
that's really, you know, and those are the success stories that we want our audience to know about and to hear about, because really, I mean, not too many people sometimes know about this stuff, and I'm very proud, you know, to bring you on this show so that we can highlight your story to all our audience too. At some point, and soon, as a matter of fact, our producer, Chad Bishop, will start running some pictures on the screen. At that point, we want you, Josh, to start like sharing with us what we see on that screen, and tell us something about each of these pictures. But now I know, for example, that if I have any problem with my Xbox, you know, I can come and talk to you.
Most definitely. Yep.
That is good, yeah. So what we see now?
This is actually my logo for Wheaton Solutions, and this is where I want, or this is what I want my company to portray. It's a edgy look. And then this is Elance. Elance is the freelance site that I use to find the programmer and to program my app. And so this is the Android market. I just figured I'd throw that in. It's the market that that I sell all of my apps on. I have 20 plus apps on the Android market currently.
So most probably some of us are using your apps without even knowing.
Maybe, who knows?
Without knowing, that's good.
Yep. This is Muhibul Hassan. He is the programmer that I met, and he helped me program my app in Bangladesh.
And do you keep like in touch with him?
I do. I've asked him questions to help me like program my other apps and publish them to the market.
And he's very helpful?
Oh, yes, he is. He works very hard.
Do you have any problem, and before we continue, as a matter of fact, let me just ask this question. Do you have any problem with language barrier? I mean, do they speak English very well?
Amazingly, they speak English very well.
Very well.
It's like almost like a first language to them.
Yeah, so English is not really a problem.
Not a
the
problem
language
at
is
all.
not a
It's
problem.
not at all.
That's good to know.
And it's easy to communicate with them, and they're very friendly.
Yeah, good to know that. Wow, that is really nice. Yeah. That is really nice. Okay.
All right, this right here is just showing that when you search Xbox 360 on the Android market, my app is actually the 8th one down out of 1,000 results.
Wow.
So it's up there.
That is good.
Yep.
That is good. Yeah.
And then these are actually screenshots of my app, the first app that I have made. So, and it tells there's different steps to fixing the Xbox, and that's what you will be seeing here.
And same thing here, like also more and more steps to fix that.
Yep.
Do you hear from people? I mean, people who are using your app?
I have gotten a lot of feedback, and actually, my app right now is rated 4 stars, and I have a lot of comments on the app market, and it says that like, oh, you've helped me fix my Xbox, or this app is great, and
thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay. Here more pictures also?
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. That is good. You know, I noticed, and it's always an issue here, I noticed that, you know, you said that you have that agreement with this guy in Bangladesh, which means, you know, you are outsourcing this job. Tell us something about that, because, you know, we talk about it, you know, I'm sure some people are for outsourcing, some people are against outsourcing. Yeah. I mean, tell us something. Do you have a problem, you know, outsourcing? Why you decided to go this route, for example?
Okay. Well, initially, I learned about Elance through my microeconomics teacher in high school, and his name is Mike Fladlin. He told me that there was a site where you could hire people in foreign countries or just here in the United States even to do work for you, and amazingly, these people will do it at a very cheap cost, which helps in turn my profits. But a lot of people may find this controversial, but I find it that I am helping these people in these countries, and that it's really helping my business start off, and it's a way to help like cut the cost on my side as well as benefit them for their business.
Yeah. So mainly what you are looking at is like from your view of point that outsourcing is good for your business because simply you are starting at a lower cost, so you can really expand with time, and you can become hopefully stronger and stronger business and company.
And I believe that once my company grows, I may be able to bring those jobs back to America. But I could also even look into paying my programmers more in those foreign countries once my business grows.
And so this is one of the benefits that you are talking about in terms of you as individual, and for your business, of course. You know, the cost is a major issue. So you are looking for ways to reduce that. But at some point, you are saying that you will bring that back to United States?
I do plan on it because I do want to bring jobs back to America and help our economy, because I believe that in the end, that's where jobs should pertain. And so. Okay.
So would you continue to deal for certain number of years, for example, and any idea, or you don't know? It's tough to talk about.
I'm not exactly
that, right?
sure because I don't know what's ahead of me, and it's hard to tell when or how my company will grow. But I do plan on bringing the jobs back to the United States at some point. So.
Good. I'm glad to know that. I'm glad to hear that.
But I will continue to work with those people in foreign countries and to help them. And
it is important because, as we always say, the global market is becoming like a small village. I mean, we are, as I always say, if you think about everything we are wearing or everything we are carrying, most probably more than 90% of it comes to us from other places. And those are the choices that are available for us now, because if we don't want to do this, I mean, what's left?
Yep.
All our choices will be gone, as a matter of fact, and we'll be left with very, very minimum or small number of choices. Yes, it is very important. Josh, I would like to switch gear a little bit and talk about, I heard that we have good news since the Entrepreneurship Day. We are talking about two major, most probably good steps for you that, if you don't mind, I would like to talk to you about that on the show. And let's start with Hy-Vee.
Okay.
I know that you made a presentation to our local Hy-Vee, and you were asked to work on some sort of applications for them. Can you just share this story with us also and with our audience, and tell us what kind of applications are we looking into here?
Okay. Recently, our Hy-Vee store has undergone some changes, and our new Hy-Vee director is Casey O'Kelly, and he had just moved about a week ago or so into our new store. And what happened was that I called him the day before he came to our store, and I proposed this idea of creating an Android and iPhone application to produce feeds that will market our products and also tell when we get new inventory in as well. And so what I did was I created this presentation. I sat down with him and presented it to him, and he jumped on it, and now I am creating two applications for Hy-Vee on the Android and iPhone market.
So for people who gets those applications, what can they do with it? If you just give us a simple idea.
What they'll be able to do is they'll be able to get on this app, they'll press a button, and it'll take them to a screen where it says, let's say, mulch is for sale, like 3 for $10, or hey, we just received these new garden helpers, or like we just got this in our inventory. So they'll be able to view that and scroll through, and they'll be able to go to different departments, so Hy-Vee Kitchen, Hy-Vee Meat Department, Hy-Vee Wine and Spirits, and view everything that's going on within that department. And as well, there's a feed on there that will pertain to all the events and all the promotional things going on in Hy-Vee.
So if from a Hy-Vee standpoint, it's a great promotional tool for Hy-Vee.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
yep.
and then you are helping to do something like that for them.
That is correct. Yep.
Wow. You know what? I told you that many times before, and I would definitely say it again. I'm very proud to hear that, Josh. I'm very proud to have you in my classes also as a student too. But let's continue to talk more about also you and about the more of the opportunities that you have ahead of you right now. Chris Anderson. I heard, if you don't mind me sharing also this story, I heard he spoke to you and he offered you an internship.
That is correct.
To work for him. Tell us something about that also, how that relation started all the way till now, and what's next after that.
Okay. Well, as I mentioned, the Entrepreneurship Day was a great opportunity for me, and that is actually the day that I met Chris Anderson, and you had introduced me to him. And since then, I emailed him and I told him a little bit about what my business is all about, and he emailed me back, said he was a little bit busy, but he'd love to get in touch with me. And as of yesterday, he actually gave me a phone call and asked if I'd be interested in doing an internship this summer and working with him to create some pretty cool things. So.
Yeah, and many thanks also for Chris, because he's very supportive of also our business department here, and anytime we ask him for any kind of help or anything, I mean, he usually don't even hesitate to help our MCC and especially our business department. So I'm very, very happy. So this summer you will be working with him, creating apps for I assume for his business, insurance business, investment, and so on. That's
Well,
what I assume.
I'm not exactly sure what the internship will consist of yet. I know he had spoke about doing some type of customer relationship management application or like a software to help him in his business at Anderson Financial. So that's what I'll be looking into doing. I'm not sure about the mobile applications as of now, but he said we will be looking into it later down the road. So
Yeah, well, that is really nice to hear that because, especially for our students, to get this opportunity to work and gain that experience as they are studying, that makes them definitely different than the rest of the students. And that's, I really commend you on all your achievements and everything that you are doing, and always, and I always say, it's always a pleasure to have you even in the classroom because you really add a lot of things to almost a discussion or any kind of discussion in a classroom. And I'm sure this is the case in any of the classes that you are taking. Josh, if I would like to give you a minute or two to say whatever you want to say. I mean, whether you want to talk about how you fill your free time, what you do on your free time, anything you want.
how about a little bit of advice?
It's up to you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I would just like to inform everybody out there to reach for their goals and reach for their dreams, and never be discouraged by what people will say or talk to you about, and also just seize those opportunities in life and go for your dreams and reach your goals, and strive for what you want to do in life and what you want to create. So.
Well, Josh, it is definitely a pleasure for me to have you as my guest today on MCC TV International Show. It is a pleasure to bring people like you to this show that can make it different, really, among our students and among our community, and even their effect can be extended way away from our community into the country and also reach globally too. Because it is very important, again, as I said, to share those stories with our audience and let them know that our graduates and our students here has unbelievable great quality that can be matched and even exceeds the quality of the students at big universities and big colleges and so on. So with that, I'm hoping that you enjoyed Josh's story, the story that he shared with each one of us this morning. And with that, I would say if you have any questions and or comments, please call me at 288-6064, or you can email me at jdebit@eicc.edu. Till next time, Muscatine. Bye-bye.